started doing e-commerce marketing, and that was the first company called e1net.com. Then now we are promoting a new one which is called 28mall.com. It's a global online shopping concept whereby it's a cross-border e-commerce. We help brands to sell their products to other parts of the world. Maybe they want to export to Hong Kong, they want to get sales in China, so they can do it via our platform 28mall.com. That's for the SME. And then for the customers who are worried about shopping online and they want to buy 100% original products, including branded luxury products that is not in Malaysia yet, guess what? We have that on 28mall. So we have many brands from all over the world, from France, from Italy, Japan, Korea, that they can purchase and shop. We send here. My background, my degree was actually in management and marketing. I went to school in the US. I managed to get a scholarship. I was born and raised in this place called Jinjiang in KL. Then I went to school in the US for the university. Then I came back working in the financial services. So my major was management and marketing, but I'm not a technical person. So why did I do e-commerce or start into internet marketing? Very simple, because I'm shopaholic. I love to shop. So I was thinking either I shop and spend all my money, or maybe I should do a business online and make some money. e1net.com is basically where we assist people, for example, new entrepreneurs. Maybe some people say, hey, I want to start a business now, but not much money. Maybe I will start an online business, but I don't know what to sell, what products to sell. I don't know how to get suppliers, how to do marketing online, or even things like video marketing, social media, or doing PR, press releases, public relations. So we actually have training courses to train people to do it. At the same time, we were managing websites for some Fortune 500 companies as well. So then why did we do 28mall? Is because some SMEs and some brands will come to us and say, hey, I need more help. I need you to manage the whole campaign. I have this product very good. I want to cooperate with you. So we are very good at online marketing skills. So we say, hey, why not that we do a 28mall.com, because we can actually be a part of their distribution channel and we can grow the business together. I've also had my own brand of skincare from Japan, and it took me 9 months to do one new item out. So my organic skincare, trademark, sourcing, printing, everything, it took me 9 months. But I have 100 different ideas. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to get me 900 months. What is my shortcut? Do a platform, work with all the brands. So the concept that we have, everything is brands. It could be a luxury brand, but it can also be a very small up and coming brand made in Malaysia, 2-3 designers, and we see the potential that they can be the next good export material, then we work with them as well. Okay, we have variety of services. The first one we have is what we call internet marketing training. We train people, we have internet marketing seminars every month in our office in KL, so they can go to the website to see the details. At the same time, we also have coaching sessions whereby I need more help, I want hands-on, I need to get everything started. So a boot camp concept, like an internet business boot camp, within 3 to 4 days, they can get a business from scratch and get it done and start getting sales. So the whole process, 3 to 4 days, plus online coaching, that's one thing. We also have web design softwares. We have like template builders that they can do. And the next one that we have is actually the digital marketing portion, like ideas for their marketing, how to grow, what emails marketing contents, or even now it's very popular, influencer marketing, how to work with bloggers, influencers, KOLs to grow your business. How do they do the storyline, the pitch, and create entertaining contents on the internet that people will share. Okay, my e-commerce experience started when I was 21 years old. Many years ago. Okay, so I've been doing this for the past 18 and a half, going to be 19 years right now. Okay, my first one, as mentioned in e1net, was I did a website and I started selling things online. I was very lucky. I made my first million online at about 23 years old. Then people started to ask me, can you teach me how to do it? I said, okay, let's put everyone in the class so that we can leverage and work together. So from there, after we started with Kuala Lumpur, then we expanded to Hong Kong as well as to China. So in Hong Kong, we are about 11 years old. Next year, we'll be 12 years old. China, we are I think about 5-6 years old already. We are in Shenzhen. Because the potential for China is very big, we have to go in, learn the culture, the behavior of the people, you know. And one thing very important for China is because they are buying a lot of international products. Our concept is not to take China products and flirt our Malaysian market. That is already happening. What we're looking for is what brands can we bring from Malaysia, from Southeast Asia into China, because they are shopping online for cross-border. 2 years ago was 86 billion US dollars for cross-border. Last year it went up to 220 billion US dollars, so that's huge amount. So therefore we started the 28 Mall about 2 years ago in 2016 September, and we decided to do the platform. When we started the platform, we only have about 3 brands, but now within 2 years we recruited I think over 500 plus brands. We still have hundreds of brands waiting to feed their products into our platform. But we normally go through a very, a very thorough process. We check through, because it has to be a brand owner or authorized distributor. Then only we will allow them to come in. We have, of course, our local brands. We have, like, example, Malaysia, places like Bentong. So there's a brand called Bentong Gallery that actually sells all the Bentong, like ginger coffee, white coffee, kopi luwak, and all these things, very traditional. We also have brands such as Jintel, the massager. Then we also have our electronic voice, Panasonic, which is actually with us as well. Okay, at the same time, we are looking at some smaller brands, new ones. Okay, some handmade soap, you know, so they are coming in. So from Malaysia, they have like 10, 12 different flavors. So they say, hey, is this good? It's good for skincare. Okay, sure. We'd like to help them to export.
So since you have run this business for about 19 years, what are the challenges did you face and still facing through running this company?
I think when in all the different businesses that we run is you have to keep learning. A lot of times people say, oh, I'm already number one, I'm top. Today you could be number one, but because e-commerce is so fast, you could be the market leader, and then 5 years later you'll be nowhere because a new technology comes out, you know, how to say, something that is unconventional will happen. So as the boss or as the entrepreneur, we have to be open-minded, try out something new, be in the constant lookout. What's happening in China? What's happening in US? It has happened there, it will come to Malaysia. Matter of 1 year, 2 years, or even 3 years, the worst case, correct? So we have to be prepared. So we have to constantly learn, keep on learning better. We read, so we read all the different, not just gossip online, but to actually read actual news, look at statistics, okay, and get feedback from the customers. The customers will tell you, hey, I have this problem. If 10 customers tell you the same problem, means it might be a business, you know. So in terms of being an entrepreneur, is, as you mentioned, always learning, accepting something new. And I will always say that if you want to be successful, is to become a leader rather than a mere follower. Sometimes some entrepreneurs will say, oh, okay, no one in my industry is doing it. Let's do it first. So we have to do something different. Because people only remember the first one who did it. For example, like when we started planning more, people are thinking, oh, another online shopping mall. What's so special? So we tell them, when you sign up, we give you money to spend, wow, and it's in US dollars. So they sign up, they get up to 28 US dollar points, which we call Hong Bao. This is a name that we call Hong Bao points. So they said they get 28 US dollars. I said, okay, good. So when you buy something, they already have discount with the points. Number 2, when they lock in the lead, we still give them points. So people will lock in. Number 3, they can take our points or our Hong Bao and give it to the friends. So it's a member get member. Example, like somebody's birthday on social media, you wish them happy birthday, here's a e-duit raya or e-ang bao or hong bao or gift for you. So the person clicks. If your friend receives the ang bao, you add money, you add points. So it becomes a loyalty program. And after purchase, I think all of us like cashback, right? Like, oh, if I shop, I'll get points to deduct, so it's cheaper. But after I buy, we also share back the commission. For example, let's say I earn 10%. So we will take 5%, 4% and give it back to the customers in terms of points. So for example, they buy a handphone, they get 8%. They buy a designer bag from France, you know, they can get 20% cashback. That's a lot. So we sometimes even do 100% cashback through sales. Okay, I think the first one is you need to be very passionate. You need to find something that you love. So when you go there, you look at the product, you look at the business, you feel happy. Because you spend more time in the company than with your family. So if you really hate that industry, maybe you should change to a different industry. Number two, as a business owner, I think that we have to be able to go into an industry that is not a sunset industry. No point investing into a product or a company that 10 years down the road, no more, no one wants it. Why not invest in something new? So, and then number three is the potential for growth. Whenever we do something, say, where do we see the money? Where do we see the growth factor? Is it an ongoing uptrend or downtrend? So invest in things that are uptrend because it can guarantee that 5 years later you'll still be around. And with all of this, I think very important is to be persistent. Last week in another event, so I asked a question in the forum. I was also a speaker, but during an earlier session, I asked a question to some VCs, venture capitals, about investing into Southeast Asia and startup, because a lot of startups here, they need the money, but maybe only the big ones get the money. How about the small, new ones, but good ideas but no funds, And after the panel actually answered my question, then they said, oh, guess what? We have a mystery VIP. And that was Jack Ma on screen, on a live telecast. And then he answered my question. I was, wow, surprised because I didn't expect. He remembered us and then he said, well, he mentioned one thing. If you expect the business that you do next year to be successful, no way. 2 years down the road, no way. It won't be successful in 2 years, 1 year. But if you can still do it for 7 years, 6 years, you have very high chances of success. So it's not about quick money, it's about the long term. So you work hard now, especially in e-commerce, it's very competitive. So we might not have that much money as the big boys to burn 100 million a year, but using different gimmicks, different ideas, then we can think of, hey, maybe we do certain things the customers want. Nowadays, yes, customers want a good bargain, but they are not just looking for cheap product. Now I think a lot of consumers are looking for good quality. It's about the lifestyle. You don't want to fill your house with a lot of cheap items, very cheap, a lot, and then you will throw it away. So it's not good for the environment. But to buy what you really need and to buy good quality items that won't harm environment and won't harm yourself. I think the customers now are going towards that age.
So, what are the things you have learned throughout many years of running this particular business?
I would say that expect the unexpected. Things that you think no one will do, someone will do it. And because even in this industry, you're doing e-commerce, people think of buying and selling this physical product, but services are being traded online, or even technology is being used into different industries. Example, people talking about blockchain. Now blockchain, ICO, all these are the trendy words right now. So, but when you actually see, example, agriculture, the food, the supplies of the food. We Malaysians or humans or ever as Asians, we love our food. We don't mind paying more money. Look at the durians. We are paying hundreds of dollars for 1 bg of Maosang King, correct? But what if you buy a fake Maosang King and you pay $100 for fake one? You'll be so angry, correct? So, which means that, hey, if you can tell me what actually goes into the durian, how was it planted, what kind of pesticide were put in, fertilizers were put in, etc. That's why where they put in the blockchain technology. And it's surprising in other countries, they are really starting this. So this one, if we say we are selling this type of products on our platform and they give them more feeling of safety. So customer will feel that, hey, I don't mind paying the price, or I will choose your company 28 more. Because why? You have shown me that this is a real product. So in terms of that, I think that's one of the main things that we have. definitely. I think the biggest plan for all e-commerce companies is definitely to get IPO, to actually get listed. Okay, and how do we get listed? I think the first thing is you must first see your direction. Like for us, the direction is cross-border, not just Malaysia market, because within Malaysia market, the consumption is not big enough. The good news is Southeast Asia is growing for the next 5 years, so we are here at the right time. If we were to do this business maybe 5 years later, it could be a slower growth, not as fast growth as now, number one. Number two is the potential where there's still a lot of problems about exporting. A lot of Malaysian, a lot of Asian products are still not out of their country. So this is an opportunity for us to help them and help ourselves at the same time. And also when we can build up the sales volume for them, that's very good. For example, you'll be surprised, something very simple like a mooncake. During the mooncake festival just last month, so one of our clients was selling mooncake. It's a Chinese brand, and they sell one pack for 398 RMB. So that's about 220 ringgit, 230 ringgit for 8 small pieces. But inside got bird's nest. Okay, and you know how many boxes they sold? 300,000 boxes. Can you imagine one brand, 300,000 boxes? 3,000 boxes times 398 RMB is a lot of money. All they have to do is just do one period, the 30 days, 60 days or 90 days, and that's it. And the rest of the 300 days, they're thinking of what else should we come up plan for the next year. Correct? So we have all these new plans and say, hey, if this can happen, we've seen it happen, we've helped our brands to actually do it. If you have a product, you have a brand and you want to export, very good. And how we make it is that because we want to IPO, so we actually have a licensing program. Because we understand that in different locations, we need a local partner. Be it in Malaysia, yes, we're here. But what if northern region, southern region, we want someone to really handle the location there. We don't want to just hire a staff. We will look for a local partner, right? Someone who knows the location well, someone who can service the location and organize mini events in Johor, Penang, or even in Singapore. Let them be a partner. So rather than them coming, oh, let's do another online shopping mall, say no. Why don't you invest with us? I give you the products, I have the licensing, I have the method, the system. I even do the courier part. We settle everything for them. Yeah, so when they get an order from France, we deliver for them to France. So, but we are willing to split the money with them. Why? Because if you can build that group, that location, and get us new customers, new brands, rather than you invest your 2 million or 1 million into doing your own, I say, just take 10% of that. Become a licensee and grow together. So when we actually have an IPO, everyone works hard together. So that's one of the plans that we have for China. So we are setting up our China licensing program because China is very big. It can't be, now we are in Shenzhen, but Shenzhen and Guangdong itself is two separate, very big locations. So we have to work with local partners, and then localize it. We even have people now just came to us from Dubai. They're interested to bring our 28 Mall brand to Dubai. So that's one of our big plans. And within next year, you see that we are collaborating with a lot of the big companies, telcos, banks, where they will be coming on board, working together with 28 Mall to do a cross-marketing. So all of a sudden, I have access to 3 million, 5 million new customers. So imagine the potential of them working with us and us working with them. So it's definitely a win-win situation for both.
So how can a public access this 28?
It's very simple. All they have to do is just go to 28mall.com. They can register as a member. They can also go to Facebook. They look for 28mall.com and then they register there. There's a sign up link and they can become a customer. So when they become a customer, they will get a point. So if they want the highest point, they should go and look for a special link in Facebook. We have a special link that gives them up to $28. Yes. So that will be very interesting, and we also welcome them to actually come for our e1net.com internet seminar because I do see the potential of Malaysian. We are multilingual and we are quite stable in terms of politically and geographically. We are there, just that we have to think better. How can we as Malaysians, when we think of earning money, it's not about how much we save, it's about doing more. If you intend to take 50,000 to set a shop, that is never going to be enough. But with maybe 10, 20, 30,000, that's more than enough to start a very good e-commerce business. But at the end of the day, don't just think selling on some marketplaces or on your social media. It actually has to be your own .com, your own name. For example, like Sophia.com. Why? Because that is the brand, that's the value. When you build up your .com, it means it's international. People might invest in you and buy over your company. So one part, we are helping existing brands to sell, existing online shoppers to save money and cash back, and for the new entrepreneurs to generate a new source of income where they can work anywhere, anytime. So to me, I think entrepreneurship is not about age. Now it's all the startup, very young, school, college kids doing it. But actually, I do see the potential for the not so young ones, young at heart. People who are retiring, people who got retrenched. So at a certain age, it's very difficult to get a new job. Why not give yourself a chance to be your own boss? Everyone wants to be your own boss. But rather than to just look at the glam life of a boss, you have to work hard. You have to work hard, be willing to. If you want to do business, there's definitely going to be an investment. But take calculative. It doesn't mean go for the next huge money gain, guaranteed returns. In business, there's no guaranteed returns. The only guarantee is yourself. So if you work hard and you find, number one, a good product. What's the definition of good product? Something that's in demand. So you have to do research, find what's hot demand. After you have a good product, you must know how to market, where to market. You can be the best nasi lemak in Malaysia, so what, nobody knows. Shout out, put it online, put the video, get people to try out. Tell everybody that you're the best. Try to get awards, maybe, who knows, maybe you'll be the first Michelin to win the nasi lemak award from Michelin, And number 3 is think of how to grow your business. So it's not product, your where to sell, how to sell as a marketing. Number 3 is the growth potential. How can you grow your business faster? Expand. A lot of times we see sometimes very good brands sometimes, they are family owned, they do it, but after the second generation, nobody wants to do the business. The third generation, the kids don't want to do business, and the story is lost. How many of our brands here can have a 50-year history, 100 years history, But when they take over, they should be given some freedom to play around with it. For example, maybe we are doing brush. So maybe now we don't do this type of brush, we do a different type of brush, makeup brush, Or we're doing this food, maybe we do an organic element. Maybe we do a vegetarian element because a lot of people are now not eating meat. Okay, so you have to let them play around a little bit. Then it will what we call a sustainable business. So it's not about just creating a business as an entrepreneur, but to actually have the whole flow. And when you actually see the potential of it, is whether you're willing to actually give up something in your life. Giving up your time, giving up some money, because if you have the time, you have to learn how to do it, or you hire people to do it. Money, you have to invest into it, or if you don't invest into it, you might never get it. So it's not about thinking. So for entrepreneurs, learn, discover, dream big, and definitely get started. Because no matter how good the idea, it's only an idea. It's like shooting a bow and arrow. A lot of people look at the red bull's eyes. Okay, let me hold the arrow, pull. Okay, they measure, but never let go. So the arrow is still stuck here. Let go, hit. If it misses the bullseye, now I take a decade arrow second time, correct? That's business. Not one mistake and no. A mistake, pick up a second one, redo it. Pick up a second one, redo it. And be willing to actually work with coaches or people who have actually done it. Get a mentor, get a coach. If that person has actually done it, then why are you doing the whole cycle again? So even when we do seminars, we have people who say, hey, I can't come to the event, then what do we do? We actually have our book as well. So they just purchase our book, they read. We even have stories where people actually say they bought the book, they went through the step by step. We call it the Internet Millionaire Checklist. They did that. Then they actually So I'm